Hi all, welcome to my channel. Let's start reading pages 17 and 18 in Danica Favorite. Let's get started. Are you getting negative press? Rallyn had done her research in advance and hadn't seen any. Janie laughed. On the contrary, we are not getting any, other than a few stories when we initially opened. It's hard for small towns to get so much notice in the media. We'll try, don't get me wrong. But it seems like the rest of the world doesn't care about what happens in a small town or about the kind of work we do here. That was exactly why Rallyn had to do this. Why, despite all of her misgivings and vows to stay away, she absolutely had to do her story on the Double R and its impact on Columbine Springs. A man stormed in the front door. Janie, have you seen my daughter? He stopped when he noticed Rallyn. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that we had guests. No one is due until next week, other than that reporter who is coming tonight. Janie laughed. Meet the reporter. The man took his hat off his head and swiped a hand through his hair. For a cowboy, he wasn't bad looking. In fact, if he hadn't mentioned that the D word, she might have been tempted to flirt with him. But having a child put a man firmly on her, absolutely not list. He set his hat firmly back on his head and strode toward them. Ma'am, I am so sorry. We have had a few busy days here at the ranch. Please forgive me. Ricky would tan my hide if he knew I wasn't here. To personally greet you, I am Hunter Hawkins, the ranch foreman. Hunter's grip was firm, warm and firm. When he shook her hand, she had always liked the man with a good handshake. Rallyn McCoy, the reporter. She gave him a smile to hide the flip-flop in her stomach at the mention of Ricky. Her mother had told her to be wary of Ricky. Apparently, Ricky had treated Rallyn's father, Cinco, badly and had not been very nice to her mother. It was probably a good thing. Rallyn had never known her father, considering her mother always said he was nothing but a drunk cowboy. Rallyn's stepfathers had also been drunk cowboys with varying levels of abusiveness. If her mom said to be wary of Ricky, Rallyn wanted nothing to do with him on personal level. Hunter's statement about Ricky tanning his hide only made her more determined not to let them know who she was. Clearly, Ricky's bad temper had it changed over the years. Rallyn gave Hunter another smile. Don't worry about not having everything perfect for my arrival. I like that. Anyone can put on a good show. I want a chance to see everyone who they are. I want to see your hearts. The man looked slightly relieved. Then he noticed the little girl sleeping on the couch. What's Lindsay doing here? That's the end of page 17 and 18. Let's see the explanation. So actually, Rallyn asked the Janie, are you getting any negative publicity? And she said no. But initially we got some. Janie said the rest of the world don't care about what happens in a small town. Rallyn thought she's going to do. She's going to tell the rest of the world about Double R and its impact on Columbine Springs, despite all of her negative towards her grandfather. A man came and asked Janie, have you seen my daughter? And saw Rallyn and thought she's a guest. And Janie said she's a reporter. The man is like a cowboy. Even Rallyn would have fallen for him, but he has daughter. This is the fact which is keeping her away. This man introduced him as Hunter Hawkins and told her he was advised to treat her well, else Ricky would hide his tan, which means he will beat him. Even this word made Rallyn feel so negative about Ricky, and her mother said that Ricky didn't treat her father so properly, and her mother too. Her father and all of her stepfathers are drunk cowboys. She thought Ricky's bad temper are still the same after all these years. Rallyn said to Hunter not to worry about the perfect welcoming her. Anyone can act like that. I need to see all of your hearts. Hunter is relieved after he found it. Hunter is so relieved and he found his little girl sleeping. He asked, "What's Lindsay doing here?" That's the end of explanation pages 17 and 18. Let's see in the next video.